Hi guys, and welcome to today's webinar, which is just going to be an awesome 20 minutes of learning about essential oils, what the emotional freedom technique is, which I refer to as EFT, or it's often referred to as tapping, and emotional healing. So first we're going to start off just by chatting a little bit about what's the buzz about essential oils. Well, essential oils are awesome for so many reasons. They can transform so many areas of your life, and they can support healing and wellness throughout your home. You can make great green products that are affordable and green. So it's a really great opportunity. I mean, I have a box of products I have to make all my stuff. It's very quick. I think there's probably seven things in that box where I just take it out and then I'll make all my cleaners and all of some beauty products I even make them at home. Some I have stuck with a different green variety that I just like. So I really mix and match. Laundry, all my cleaners, you can diffuse the oils. And today we're going to be focusing on how to use the oils for emotional health. But I just wanted to let you know that there's so many ways to use essential oils, so the sky's the limit when it comes to essential oils. And that's what the buzz is so about. And they're very effective. They're really powerful, so it's pretty amazing. So when it comes to using essential oils, like I had said, you can diffuse them. When I use essential oils for emotional healing and for use with EFT, because I'm an EFT practitioner, so I do a lot of EFT in my own life and with my clients. And when I do that, I will use oils. And depending on what they are, I do the whole tent thing to put them in on my palms and rub it in. I'll really inhale them, so I'm really triggering that. I often put them on my heart. I'll put them on my throat chakra. I'll put them on my third eye, on the crown chakra. So I can really get all the chakras open. You can put it on your solar plexus chakra as well. And so, depending on what you're using, I do it all that time, on all of the chakras every time I use EFT. So, I'll talk a little bit about what the emotional freedom technique is. The emotional freedom technique it's called the emotional freedom technique. It's referred to as EFT or tapping a lot of times. In my case, I'll always refer to it as the emotional freedom technique or the EFT. So EFT is a really quick process. It's really awesome and extremely powerful. And when you combine it with oils, I've had really great success with myself and others. So you tap on different acupressure points, and I'll just show you here. These are the ones I use, not saying that there's not lots of acupressure points. These are just the ones that you use for EFT. So, I'm going to start again. This is the eyebrow, side eye, under nose, chin, collarbone, underarm, which is about right here, and head. You just tap lightly 3 to 4 times. And EFT is a self-help and a self-use technique, so if you choose to do it, then you're also choosing to take responsibility for the use of EFT. So when I'm using different oils, and a great book is this book, which I'll grab, and this is what I really use as kind of my guide. It's the Emotions and Essential Oils book, and let's see who it's by. I'm going to check out who it's by because I'm not sure who it is by, but well, it's a great book. The author's not really on here anywhere, maybe inside. Anyways, if you are really interested in it, you can get it through Aroma Tools, or you can contact me at clarapenner.com, and I can get you in touch, or next time I order, I can arrange to order you a copy as well. And it's really helpful. Inside, it goes over it has a really great story and how it works with emotions. So if you're new to that, it's a really awesome way to learn about the effects, and she does a really great job. It also goes over each individual oil. So, and it will tell you exactly what the emotions address. So let's say, well, I'm on bergamot, so that's what we'll use. So the emotions addressed are despair, low self-esteem, self-judgment, unlovable, and hopeless. So if I was to be doing some work with the oils for emotional healing, I would pick what it is that I need help with. Like, am I feeling really angry? If I'm feeling really angry, a great one, let me get it. And if you're ever in doubt, I always just use frankincense, because frankincense is such a awesome oil for everything. So, anyways, so I would pick an oil. Like, I would usually use Purify for that. And what I'll do if I'm dealing with an emotion, let's say it's anger or frustration, the first thing I would do is I would diffuse it all day. So I would pick that oil and I would diffuse it. Another great way, if you haven't ever heard of muscle testing for oils, that's how I use a lot of what oils will work the best for me. Sorry, I'm just going to take a drink so my voice isn't so crazy. So I'll muscle test for the oil. And I use this sway testing for muscle test, or I'll intuitively pick an oil. Now, when I'm muscle testing for an oil, I'll see if you can see me. I'll back up here. And so what I'll do is I will pick an oil, and I'll hold it to my heart, and then I'll just say, is this the right oil to use for this? Now, before I guess you do this, because you won't know your yes and no, what I would do is say, give me a yes. And so if your body's face forward, mine is always forward for yes, backwards for no, but it could be different with everybody, so try it out. And what's a no? So then I say backwards. So then if we're looking for how are we going to, let's say I'm doing Purified, hold the bottle of Purified, hold it in by my heart, and I'd say, is Purified the right oil for me to diffuse today? And it says yes. So then I would go ahead, I would do the diffuser, and I'd put it in my diffuser. I have a diffuser in every room in my home because sometimes my son needs different oils diffused. So he's in the basement with his room, and he kind of has a big entertainment space down there. So I would go ahead and I would put the oil that works for him down there, and I would diffuse it in the day while he's at school, as well as I do lots of cleansing, energetic cleansing down there. So I'll do a lot of Purified, cedarwood, On Guard, and frankincense to always lift the vibration. So then I also have one in my office. I have one in my bedroom and one in my daughter's bedroom, and then one on our main floor. So that we're really getting a lot of diffusing going throughout the house. And it's important to me because I really know the power of the oils. And if you walk into my house, you would really, everybody that's walked into my house has said how peaceful and comforting it is in my home. And I like that. I even find when we go away, my kids are very athletic, and so we're always going away for tournaments or whatever. I bring my oils because if I'm out and about, we still want to have that feeling. We really miss it. When we come back home, we're like, oh, we forgot how peaceful our house is. I actually am thinking of, well, not thinking, I'm doing, I'm in the process of creating my overnight bag, which will have a diffuser in it and oils in it, so that wherever I am, I can also diffuse it so that we still can bring that comforting feeling with us. That's how much I believe in the power of oils. And if you're not sure about oils, go to somebody who really has a lot of knowledge about the oils. Really talk about your experiences in life right now and what you're looking for to help. If it's going green, if it is emotional healing, if it's more for transforming your medicine cabinet, however, whatever you want to start with, whatever is your prominent thing you want to solve in your life right now, go talk to somebody and try it and see how it works and see if you like it. It's the best way. I always say, if you don't know, you got to try. So, so back to EFT. What I'm going to teach you is a very basic EFT. It's not the whole process of what I go through with my clients, but I want this to be really easy for you, and easy to remember. So what I would do if I was using an oil, well, if I was teaching somebody to use an oil, so we discussed earlier that we were using Purify for anger and frustration. So I would put on my Purify in my hands. I would really I have frankincense in there, and it smells so pretty. So really inhale that deeply. And do it about 3 times. Really do that process of getting everything activated. And I mean, that's the whole point of aromatherapy, is to have the aroma be therapeutic. And so that's basically oils, right? And then make sure you're putting it on your third eye, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your crown chakra, and your solar plexus if you want to. I would put it on my solar plexus because I think, why not? Because your solar plexus holds a lot of emotions, and so if we're working on emotion, it makes sense to put it on your solar plexus and release it from all chakras. Anyways, then what I'm going to do is just really, as you're feeling really frustrated or angry, I would just tap right here on the eyebrow point. Now you can do both hands, one hand or the other hand. I would do both, and I would just take some time and just tap on that until you can really feel a deep breath, and that means your emotion is releasing. And I would just literally just stay on this spot. And that's what I'm teaching today, so it's not really complicated, and all you have to do is really think. If you're really in a frustrated and angry spot, then you can go into a room or go into the washroom or wherever and just really tap. Use your oils, use your purifier, whatever it is, whatever you have at that moment. On Guard's another one for guarding your emotions from, that's more of a protective. So, but use what you have. And if you have Purify, like I know Purify, I use Purify a lot because, as I said before, I'm always cleansing my home. And so I use a lot of Purify because I like the smell of Purify. And especially with the cedar wood, it has such a beautiful scent, and it has such a clean smell to it, and you can feel the energy rising as that goes throughout your home. It's pretty amazing. So remember that you're diffusing it, and just tap here. And that is all I'm going to teach you about EFT today. It's just to tap on this one point. Sometimes in life, more often than not, we complicate things. We make it more complicated, and we think for it to work, it has to be really complicated. But there's something absolutely magical in simplifying things and simplifying life. You know, for me, one of my biggest things in life is freedom. The freedom of having just simplicity of life sometimes. I just love that, and it's so true. When you kind of really simplify life, it's just easy. And lots of the stuff, I remember being a kid in math, I wasn't really great at math, but part of it was because I was always trying to make things more complicated. I would do it, and I would be like, well, it has to be harder than this. It can't be right because it was too simple. And then so I would make these big things up, trying to make it more complicated than it really was. And that's just one part in my life. And if you're anything like me, it's really you're always looking for, it's so simple. How can it be that easy? If it's that easy, why didn't I do that my whole life? But it is sometimes that easy. And so just roll with this, enjoy it, use it absolutely anytime you have any questions. You can join me on my Facebook, my Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Definitely right now, Facebook is a great place to join. It's Claire Penner 111, and you can follow that page. You can learn lots about oils, and you can ask me questions. And if you have any questions, well, you can ask me on Facebook, but also I put a stick note up in our room with my email address. If you have questions, you can definitely give me a shout. And for any information on the oils or joining my team, you can go to directSalesTransformation.com and work with me, and you can really pick. Right now I'm really building on my leadership, and we're going through a really awesome leading edge training, and I mean it's awesome leading edge training of how to build your business, thinking outside the box, making things simple but yet successful. So that's what we're doing. So for now, if you're feeling anxiety over this, remember, just tap here and just keep tapping until, see, as you can see that yawn, I released some energy there, and that was really awesome. I was actually just doing a grounding tapping, which I try to start my morning off with every morning, doing a grounding tapping in the morning so that I can be more focused on my work. I can be more present with the things that I'm doing and with my people that I'm contacting. I want to be present. I really want to listen and help them based on their needs versus what I think they need, because I don't know what they need. They know what they need. So I can always help them, but I can't help them if I'm not grounded or if I'm not present and I'm not listening to what they are saying, which is another thing. Before I start my grounding this morning, when I did my grounding tapping for that emotional healing, I did frankincense, because right now I love frankincense, and I mean, that does change and depends what my body needs, and I really listen to it. I do the muscle testing. I intuitively pick what oil I really want today or in the day. And lately it's been frankincense. So I pick the frankincense. I do the whole thing, the chakras and the tint, and then I do my grounding tapping, and it's really awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this. Remember that simple EFT technique of just tapping right here. The acupressure point, it's going to release the stress. See, it even released more stress there. So enjoy that technique. Join me on Facebook or wherever, and really try to expand your use of oils. If you haven't used oils and you're looking into oils, make sure you contact someone and try them out. Thanks so much for joining me. This has been an awesome 20 minutes, and I will look forward to joining you again on yet another wonderful webinar. Bye for now.